At a certain point, someone had the idea that the two of us would sit in this cafeteria and talk about stuff.
Yeah, I think the general thought was that the world is short on doughy white people sitting around talking about stuff. Mm-hmm. And what did we do? We did a bunch of shows, and of course, what the public wants, here it is at the year end. They want their greatest hits. They want to walk down memory lane.
This is the very special first ever clip show.
The sweetest of the sweet spots.
The sweetest of the sweet spots. Now, it hasn't always been sweet, however. There have been moments where you and I have...
I have felt completely clobbered by you. I've been rendered speechless by you time and again by your unrelenting, savage attacks, as if I'm cast as the unknowing Philistine and dweeb.
Excuse me, if I recall correctly, you called into question the whole rationale for my job.
There is no objective excellence, no objective truth.
No, but
there's only your subjective version of it.
Do you really think that's true? I mean, do you really think that there's no common project of deciding what's beautiful and what's good and what's true? I don't think it's ever arrived at for all time. But I don't think that you or anyone else actually believes that we just carry around our own little private, canons of taste that we just sort of protect.
One of the things you decide is what's appropriate entertainment, mm-hmm. and what's probably less than, sort of what is the divide between high and low. We had a lot of fun with that, about what is...
Yeah.
That in fact there are pleasures that may be guilty, but you know what? People are going to stand by them.
Tabitha's salon makeover. She is the one who taught me everything that I know about life, which is not all that much.
You look like a bunch of hillbillies.
Tabitha's motto is, it's not about the hair.
Endlessly watching James Taylor and Carole King do a duet on You've Got a Friend. Ain't got to know, yeah, yeah, yeah. And I've seen that probably 18 times. Of course, there's always Proust. And I admit it, I like Proust. I'm not going to apologize.
Proust, guilty pleasure, don't forget it. And then there was the flip side.
The guilty non-pleasure.
Stuff you should love,
mm-hmm.
but you don't.
Yeah.
Margaret Atwood, Salman Rushdie, Philip Roth, Tom Wolfe.
What's her name? That Austin person?
Jane?
Yeah, you got it.
Never been a huge Stones fan.
Lady Gaga is totally overrated.
I really hate Mad Men.
The Mona Lisa.
Tony, I'm sorry, but Lincoln, it was really long, and you already know the ending when you go in.
Shall we stop this bleeding?
I loved your review, Tony. It was great. You made such a persuasive case for it. In the end, I just thought it was like a civics lesson.
I've been walking through the newsroom, canvassing people's opinion. And one thing I discover is that the everybody that some of these people want to disagree with is actually me.
You and I live in the culture section of New York Times. But politics is sort of, we're a dog on a meat bone when it comes to politics.
Yeah.
We got involved a little bit.
We did, and we got some of the people who really cover that stuff and run the coverage, tenaciously day in and day out to open up a little bit about what they do and how they see their jobs. For my own education, some of the most interesting stuff that we did.
We laugh, we have fun. We actually care about this show and care about where it's headed. One of the sort of principles of media, which I cover, is that you want to meet audiences wherever they live, and they tend to live on this. And so we want to show up on that in a meaningful way. It would be lovely, it would be great if, for this year that follows, if you guys would check in on comments, tell us what you want us to cover, and come up with stuff that'll have you making that unlikely decision to click on a button to watch two guys at a table talking.